All right.
Okay.
Bang the gavel, Cindy.
Oh yeah, get us in order there. Okay.
All right. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. We take our hats off.
Yeah, I joined the Mayor Ken White Hat Club.
Yeah, thanks,
week.
Mayor White.
Thank you very much.
These are not to be mistaken with any other red hat. These are Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance hats. Thanks, Mayor White. They're very nice.
Yep.
So today is Friday the 25th. It's our weekly vlog. Thank you for letting me take last week off. And Maxine, great job. And today we've got a special guest. It's one of the village's unsung heroes, Cindy Lloyd. Welcome. We're going to zip through our things, and then we're going to let you talk about anything you want to talk about. Cindy is the steward of the landscaping area underneath the World War I Memorial Arch. Thank you very much for your efforts, and just an all-around great person and volunteer in our community, both on Friends of the Carmel Forest, Friends of Mission Trail Nature Preserve, always out there. So thank you for all that you do, and I'll stop blathering.
Just a generally wonderful person.
Yeah, we're only inviting wonderful people. So if you're not a wonderful person, don't expect an invite. So, first off, we've got a joint planning commission city council meeting on Monday at 3 p.m. This will be an entirely remote workshop on wireless telecommunications codes and laws. But it's open to the public. We want to hear your comments and questions. The council before that will be adopting rules of conduct for city facilities, and those will be applied the next day on Tuesday when we're going to have a hybrid meeting. So the council will be invited to come to chambers. We'll have an allowance for 11 members of the public to sit in the chamber with us. The rules of conduct also require vaccine checking by our CERT team. Thank you, Wanda and Scott, for coordinating the vaccine checking, and you have to be boosted as well to get in here. And then we are going to require you to not only be nice, but wear your mask the entire time as well. Yep. And on that agenda, we have a couple of interesting, thank you, Leslie and Ashley and Yashin. There's a nice ad in the Pinecone today that again talks about the rules of conduct and that we're moving to this hybrid format. And
thanks to Joel and Sebastian too for setting up the tech and getting us ready for that as well.
Yeah, we should be all set, but bear with us. You know, it's going to be our first time back in chambers in 2 years. Yep. So it's might be clunky. So anyway, what do we have on the agenda for Tuesday? We've got the police department remodel and funding for $2 million that we're recommending. It's been nice to have a fresh set of eyes from Fred Muir, who's pinch hitting for Bob Harari as our interim public works director, and for Chief Euler, looking at the plans as our interim police chief. So we'll have that item on the agenda. We've got the PAC rep Forest Theater lease. We have Design Traditions 1.5.
1.5.
Contract approval and a couple of other exciting things. What else I have? I have that we're still hiring. I think we sent out 2 or 3 job offers for the library this week. I think your building inspector accepted the position and will be starting.
March 21st is our target. Yeah,
March
we're really
21st,
excited. Really
coming up here pretty quickly. You have associate planner and project manager interviews today.
This week, today and Monday. That's right.
Monday, great. Yep. And today I'm interviewing with Chief Euler, the finalists for police chief.
That's exciting.
So that's really exciting. Excited for that. And then again, Fred Muir, we haven't invited him. I think we've introduced him.
We tried last week. He was busy. We should have him next week, I think.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I got. What do you got, big guy?
Oh, what do I got? Just keeping in the vein of meetings, we are going to have a strategic meeting that we've been talking about on March 10th with the City Council. This is the in-person meeting, Carpenter Hall at Sunset Center, where we'll talk about those 30 or so priorities or projects, and the City Council will hear from the public. We'll be able to get some feedback from the public and the City Council about where we should be focusing our efforts to get those projects done. We're really excited for that meeting.
Carpenter Hall, public invited.
Absolutely.
There's more people allowed in Carpenter Hall because of the volume of the space.
It's bigger. It'll be hybrid as well, so if you don't want to come in person, we would still want you to participate remotely. We'd love to see you there. Another meeting to talk about development process workshop. I've talked about this the last couple months. We've been putting it on hold because we haven't been back to a situation where we could have people into the chambers, but we are moving with these rules of conduct and going hybrid on Tuesday with the city council. We're going to go ahead and schedule that for March 22nd and 24th. We're going to do
Great.
2 days, 9 to 11. Previous years we served lunch, but we're just going to keep it masks on, 9 to 11. But it's a industry-focused technical meeting, but anyone from the public's welcome to come. We're going to talk about updates to building codes, processes, and really have a chance to be face-to-face with the development community and
Great.
anyone else that wants to come from the public.
Great. That's good outreach. Good
Yeah,
job.
we're excited about that too. Thanks to the CRA for another great meeting this week, and thanks again for my hat, Mayor White, part of the club now. I'm so excited. Eureka Plaza, some people affectionately know it as, what do they call it, Cindy?
Pit Plaza.
Pit Plaza, the pit. You probably have noticed that there is a bunch of flags and staking that's done down there.
That's not to identify that the circus is coming to
No, there is no circus coming to town. No, as excited as you got about that, there is no circus coming to town. But we are going to be March 9th having another concept review with the Planning Commission. We've received a revised design from them. It's in the Pinecone did a wonderful job explaining what's going on. The revised plans are available on our website. I'll probably put a link today in the Friday letter so people
Thank
can
you.
get to it
Thank you.
easily. But they're there for you to look at. We're going to encourage everyone to come out again and have a conversation. No decisions are being made at this Planning Commission meeting on the 9th. This is, again, a concept hearing. They'll have to come back again for a final hearing before any sort of permits or entitlements are granted.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what decisions will be made at that meeting?
Zero decisions.
No
Chip.
decisions.
No decisions.
Okay.
Zero, none, zero.
I'm joking. Of course I heard
Of
that.
course you heard. Yeah, but I appreciate you helping me drive
You're
that
welcome.
point home.
Yeah, good,
Yep.
good. No decisions. All
Yep.
right.
And that's all I
Wonderful.
got. I
Thank
wanna
you,
hear from
thank you.
Cindy.
Yeah, me too. We wasted too much time blathering. Go ahead, Cindy. What do you have to share?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, thank you very much for including me in this august meeting. First time I've ever been up on this side of the chamber. I've always been down there sitting in the seat or up at the microphone, you know, kind of giving my views on certain subjects. But thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity. I don't know that I deserve it, but what the heck, I'll take it anyway.
You absolutely do.
So,
Absolutely
what
do.
do I want to talk about? I don't know. Give me a subject and I'll talk about it.
Well, tell us a little bit about what are you doing up there at the Arch? I mean, a lot of people don't realize that's your baby. I mean, you really make that look so wonderful. There's other people that are involved in making the Arch look great too, of course, but you spend a lot of your free time up there, and so we want to make sure that people are aware of that.
Are you still carrying water in gallon
Oh.
jugs?
You know, Chip, I finally solved the watering problem. I was carrying jugs of, plastic jugs, milk jugs of water to the Arch from the middle of the median, back and forth along Ocean Avenue. Didn't dodge cars because I just didn't walk out there when there were some. But at any rate, I now threaded a hose underneath the ceanothus from the faucet to closer to the Arch. Quick coupling device for an expandable hose. Now I can water with a hose.
Congratulations.
That's great.
Thank
So
you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
much easier.
Yeah.
You know, I won't tell you how old I am, but I'm over 65. But at any rate, the Arch is a particularly important part of my history since I was born and raised in Carmel. Charles Sumner Green was the architect, was a family friend. The McEldowney family. I went to school with the younger McEldowney, Brian, who restored the Arch. And
Twice. He restored it twice, once with his father and once by himself.
I know, isn't that amazing? I'm just so glad we have people who stay in Carmel who have, abilities to do things like that. When I'm at the Arch, it gives me an opportunity to see the kinds of people who are coming to Carmel, what they're wearing, what the dogs look like, what they're eating, what shopping bags they have on their arms. And occasionally a family member will pop up and or people driving by will say nice things, which is always, very, very welcome. But when I think about the people who created the Arch and why it's there, it was created for people who went to serve in World War I. Well, none of them died. Everybody came back. So it's not really a monument to death. I think of it more as a monument to life and a monument to peace and happiness, which is why I changed the colors from red, white, and blue, kind of on a theme of red, white, and blue, to a more happy colors of yellows and orange, and I intend to change them as the seasons go on. So that's my story about the arch.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah, very topical, you know, the feeling of peace and welcoming and life and all that, so it's very topical right now. And
Yeah.
we talked about, even just in that short little bit, we talked about people that have contributed to the arch and other parts of the community like you, and that's one of the things that makes Carmel-by-the-Sea so special, I think, is how involved people are that live here and they want to stay here and contribute their time. So thank you for doing that. We really appreciate it.
Gosh, you're welcome.
And we couldn't do it without them, quite
No,
frankly.
not a chance.
We couldn't. Thank you all, to all our volunteers for helping, what do you always say? Takes a village to
Takes a
make
village to run a village. That's right.
Well, thank you. Thank you again for all that you do. We'll love to invite you back to talk about anything except for Monterey Cypress in the future.
That's a little inside joke. We'll keep it there.
Everyone's favorite liliopathic tree. And yes, thank you. And thank you for being a good, kind, welcoming, peaceful, contributing member of our greater community.
Yeah.
We're grateful to
Thank
have
you
you.
very much.
I'm grateful for your
Kind
friendship.
words. Thank
Yeah.
you, Brandon.
Well, we're very glad you're here.
Yeah.
And you want to help us with our classic sign-off? What do we say?
Take good care.
That's right.
Take
Take
care.
good care.